over and over. I just don't care. Hi, this is Culture Amina. You can call me Kim. I tried reading fantasy books back to back to escape reality, but it went terribly wrong. The first fantasy book that I read was The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi. It was about 600 pages and it had too many descriptions about surroundings and the environments, which I don't really care about because I'm mostly focused on the plot or the characters. So if there are too many explanations about what is going on in the surrounding, I get just lost. Still, I pushed through and there is a high possibility that I will read the second book of this series. But at the same time, it was so long. The second book that I read was Six Crimson Creams. I enjoyed reading this book, but it felt a little bit boring in the middle because there was not much progress in the plot. Honestly, I felt like this main character felt a little bit too annoying or childish for me, even though she is 16 and 17 years old with this plot going on. She made some questionable decisions. Also, there was no cliffhanger for the ending, which is very surprising for this first book of the fantasy series. The ending itself was interesting enough for me to pick up the next book, which is The Dragon's Promise. And I DNF'd it. I gave up reading this book at this point, not even the half. Just felt like the book could have ended with the first book, but somehow author and the publisher decided to push this book as a second book of the duology. I like the underwater world and the whole dragon and the whole union thing and everything, but it just felt so unnecessary. What does this book add up to this whole plot? Does it really grow the main character? I really didn't feel like it. It felt like the main character already completed its character growth in the first book. Then I realized I cannot read fantasy books back to back to back without mixing any other genres. Because there are certain arcs and tropes in each genre, if I just repeat the same one over and over, I just don't care. So my original plan was reading 5 fantasy books in a row, but I cannot do that. After stop reading The Dragon's Promise, ironically, now I'm reading Dragonfruit, which is set in the Polynesian Islands. I don't want to say anything about it right now because I'm at around like 13% or 15% of this book, but I think I have a very good feeling about this. And to be cautious with the one genre burnout, I'm also reading Be Not Afraid of Love. This is a non-fiction book about grief, love, anxiety, all this kind of difficult emotions and how to deal with them holistically. I wouldn't say I completely agree on everything about what the author says, especially about those little bit spiritual aspect, because I'm not a huge spiritual person, I think. Let's sum up everything then. Or these fantasy books help me escape reality? Yes, they did. Even some of the books were not up to my expectations. That didn't mean they didn't do their jobs. Sometimes I was so immersed in reading, when I paused, I felt like I was just severed from this magical world, which is always a cool experience to have. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this one, click the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out any future recommendations or reviews from me. See you next time. Bye!